when we were younger, there was no such thing as the internet, was there? I mean, it just wasn't there. And I often say this to the people that I work with in the studio, that I remember being at school, and let me know if you were the same. And this particular boy, not me, I might point out, had sneaked in a calculator, and he had it inside his sports bag, and he was tapping away, doing all the mathematics stuff, you know. And when you think about it now, you're allowed, you know, computer, handheld devices, you know, all of this sort of stuff. And they said, oh, people are far brainier. I think my generation and below were far brainier. We had to use the grey matter, didn't we? The reason why I mention that is simply this, because when you consider now the big thing, I'm sure you'll all agree, is internet shopping. Don't know about you, I haven't totally mastered it yet. You find things in your basket you never asked for, didn't you? Yes. You know, I've got to tell you a funny thing, actually. I ordered some Horlicks, right? And I ended up with a catering size tin. Didn't plan on that, but there you go. Better value anyway. I've talked myself into it now. Probably be drinking that right through to the next century though. But the reason why, as I say, I wanted to highlight internet shopping was this. If you lived over here in the United Kingdom, and maybe you had the same thing around the world, one institution that was really the staple of everybody's house for a period at least was this, the Freeman's Catalogue. That's right, after 118 years, Freeman's, where we got all sorts of things long before air fryers. If you needed something and you wanted it, of course, where you could pay weekly, sometimes I think it was 24 weeks and 38 weeks, then you could order it through the catalogue. There were many. Marshall Ward, do you remember that one? And Freeman's, as I say, now Freeman's was known over here for having the 60s singer, the shout star herself, Lulu, in the adverts. People used to joke that if you spent over 50 quid, she'd personally turn up at the door with them, you know. I know, she made a very lucrative living. But there were other stars, of course, that became models through Freeman's, including the 80s pop diva Kim Wilde and the superstar footballer George Best, who had his own range inside the catalogue. That was the power of it. Now they've decided that in this brand new digital platform world, there's simply no need for it. We're not shopping like we did, and sadly it's all going to be online. So the thud of that particular catalogue through your door, which everybody did go and have a look, didn't they? And you kind of look and think, can I afford that? Do I want that? You know, all that sort of stuff. Did anybody buy their record player through there? I did, 38 weeks. And Dad said to me, if you can't keep up the payments and get a job, it's going back. That was how you treated people back in the day. Think it worked though, paid for it all myself, you know, that's the sort of thing. But did you buy anything from the catalogue? Will you be sad that you don't get them through the door anymore? Or is it just simply time moving on? And also I'd love to know, for all of our chums out there, anybody else mastered internet shopping? I don't know about you, I think it's good for things, say like books or, you know, birthday presents, toiletries, that sort of stuff. But clothes wise, they're never the right sizes. Or am I just putting on weight? Let's not even answer that, eh? It's probably just me putting on weight. But do let me know, as ever, in the comments below. Were you a catalogue queen? Yes? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.